Welcome to the multi-language place. Learn French, German, and more at the multi-language place. We train, proofread, organize excursions, translate and interpret, and process study to stay in Germany. We have regular classes, weekend classes, and holiday classes. Find us at Zone D, Block 6C, Suites 4 and 5 of Bafemia University, New Market. You can also call us at 0814 626 9811. The multi-language place, the very place of your choice.
So now I want to talk about the Herkunft, that's the origin. And we come back to the question word, woher. So we have woher, kommen Sie. Of course, you know, kommen Sie, that's the plural form, and that is the former form. Woher kommen Sie? And that's the meaning of that is, of course, you know this verb to come. Where do you come from? Woher kommen Sie? Say it. Woher kommen Sie? And then this one is the informer. Where do you come from? Of course, the difference is it's like the respect form and plural, and this one is the informal form, a friend that you know very well. Where do you come from? Woher kommst du? Woher kommst du? The conjugation of kommen will guide you to this one. Woher kommst du? So the answer is ich komme, and you are going to be introduced to this word. Ich komme aus. Ich komme aus. I come from. Ich komme aus, and then you begin to mention where you come from. And from where you come from, or where we come from, we're going to take it one by one. Ich komme aus Nigeria. I come from Nigeria. Ich komme aus Polen. I come from Poland. Ich komme aus Berlin. I come from Berlin. Ich komme aus Lagos. I come from Lagos. Now look at it. Out of the 4 places, 2 are actually country, 2 are names of cities. That means this house can be either from the nation or from the city. The important thing is, ich komme aus. It can be you mention your nation or you mention your city. However, if you want to tell somebody that I come from a country, and this particular country and this particular city, let's look at the way it goes. But actually you could say ich komme aus Deutschland. Deutschland, that's Germany, comma, aus Berlin. It's also clear. You are just saying you come from Germany, and not just the whole of Germany, and the particular place you are coming from Berlin. So, ich komme aus Deutschland, aus Berlin. And then look at this one. Kommt, he comes. Kommt aus Süddeutschland, genauer aus Tübingen. That's another way of saying it. This person, he comes from South Germany, to be precise, from Tübingen. Kommt aus Deutschland, genauer aus Tübingen. Kommt aus Süddeutschland, genauer aus Tübingen. And this is very interesting because of this Süd. And that shows us the cardinal points. Down here, where we have the 4 cardinal points, we have Nord, Ost, Süd, West. Can you say it together? Nord, Ost, Süd, West. So that means, just as we have the Süd attached to a country, you can also do the same thing. that you say, ich komme aus Süd-Nigeria. And then, genauer aus Lagos. Okay? So that is how to express your origin. We are still going to mention there are some names, and just as we have made use of Poland and Nigeria, all the other countries of the world can be used like that. Just mention any country in the world, but there are just few exceptions of these countries of the world, and that these countries of the world, these few exceptions, they have a kind of different peculiarity in the way, the way we express them when we are saying we come from them. I'm going to list them now so that we see them, and then we'll be able to learn how to make use of them. We go to that now. Please don't forget, ich komme aus Nigeria, ich komme aus Polen, ich komme aus Berlin, ich komme aus Lagos, kommt aus Süddeutschland, genauer aus Tübingen. And then my question to you is, woher kommst du? I want you to answer me. Woher kommst du? Okay. Ich komme aus, mention the name of your town, and if you like, mention the country, and then use aus again, and mention the name of the city. Okay, sehen wir uns gleich. There are some countries that usually take articles. But interestingly, I go back to the same question, woher kommen Sie? Oder woher kommst du? And the answer is, ich komme aus, and you mention the name of the country. Ich komme, and you mention the name of the city, or the town, or the village, as the case may be. However, and that applies to all the countries of the world, with only these few exceptions. There are some countries that take article. So, for instance, Nigeria, just as you could see it on the board, ich komme aus Nigeria. This is wonderful. This is correct. Because look at the list here. Look at this list. We have Nigeria, der Iran, der Irak, die Schweiz, die USA, Frankreich. We see that Nigeria, you don't use article. Frankreich, that is France, you don't use article. But for these other ones, Iraq, you say der Iraq, der Iraq, der Iran. Okay, der Iran, der Iraq, die Schweiz, die USA. This one is Iran, Iraq, Switzerland, USA, and then France. So we see that out of the 1, 2, 3, 4, out of the 6 here, these 4 use article and regularly. So these are the 4 that you need to really work on when you want to say aus, so that you will not miss out the article. And that's why what we have here is komme aus Nigeria. Perfect. I come from Nigeria. But now, ich komme aus der Schweiz. Because Switzerland has die, and then the dative of die is der. So, ich komme aus der Schweiz. Please note this one. And then we go to the next one. Ich komme aus den USA. Ich komme aus, look at it, USA has die. And the plural dative is den. Ich komme aus den USA. And then we come to Iraq. Ich komme aus der Irak. Of course, the dative masculine is ich komme aus dem Irak. And then for Iran, of course, Iran, look at it here, there. So, dative masculine is dem Iran. So, just like that, when it comes to talking about origin, when you come to these countries, you just have to remember that they come originally with article. Der Iran, der Iraq, die Schweiz, and then die USA. So, ich komme aus der Schweiz, ich komme aus den USA, ich komme aus dem Irak, ich komme aus dem Iran, ich komme aus Frankreich. Don't forget what we said. You could mention a town and then mention a country. You can say, ich komme aus Paris, aus Frankreich. Okay, so with that, we are done with Herkunft. And that means we can, by now, should be able to express ourselves, talking about our occupation, talking about where we come from. But then there's one interesting thing, because the way the natural thing in the world that somebody is given back to by parents that come from two countries, how do you express that? That you want to say, I am half Nigerian, half American. Okay, let's try that. Ich bin halb Nigeriana, halb Americana. Let me just write it here. Let's wrap up this. Okay, so ich bin halb Americana. The sentence is still continue. Americana, halb Nigeriana. As the case may be, remember, Americana und Nigeriana. So I am half American and I am half Nigerian. Halb simply means half, 50-50. Maybe father is an American and then the mother is a Nigerian. And that can apply to any situation, any country. It could also be, ich bin halb Deutscher, halb Nigerianer. Okay? Ich bin halb Mexicana, halb Deutscher. Yeah? Just depending on the situation you want to express. But the important thing is noting the use of this halb, which we have talked about when we are talking about time. Halb 10, halb 11, halb 7. And then that is half, so we can use it here too when we are expressing the origin. Ich bin halb Americana, halb Nigeriana. But if you are in one place, you just say ich komme aus Nigeria oder kommt oder du kommst aus der Schweiz. Okay, damit kommen wir langsam zum Schluss. Especially we are gradually coming to the end. I mean, we have gradually come to an end of Beruf and Herkunft, and I wish you practice it